Roxo Media House.
Yeah, right.
Now, welcome to the Three Real Brothers podcast, man. This is your first episode. I am your co-host, Chris Gardner, stand-up comedian, actor, writer, producer, director, clapper, avid water drinker, apparently. And I'm here, and let me say, I get the pleasure of doing a podcast with two of the closest people in my life. I've known them literally my whole life. Well, one of them I've known my whole life. The other one came in like 3 years later. But at the end of the day, they are my brothers and my co-hosts because this is a Three Real Brothers podcast. So I am joined by my older brother, Kenny Gardner, actor, model, dancer. Can you dance?
No.
Well, I think you can dance. Okay, I just try to add because I believe in you, so I think you can do whatever.
No,
all right, anyway, and I'm here with my other co-host and younger brother, actor, producer, director, cinematographer.
Come on now.
Absolute animal lover. Y'all give it up for my little brother, Kyle Gardner.
Yes. Animal lover.
Yeah, animal lover, I guess. I don't know where that came from. Anyway.
Yeah, well, introduce yourselves, man. What's up? Tell me who you are.
What's up, everybody, for the world to know? My name is Kenny Gardner. I am the oldest. And yeah, actor, model. Yeah, all the good stuff.
Modeler. He's a modeler.
Yeah.
You drink?
So actor, model, and director, and yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Hey, that's a bit. I guess I should have just like introduced y'all.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you took all the
maybe I can
thunder,
ask a question instead. Yeah, there we go. Then I'm like, hey, that's my.
Did you learn that from the first time?
You know what? No, that's why we don't.
So I guess
that's why this is the first episode.
Right. Okay.
We can have 3 first episodes, bro. We don't have to.
Apparently.
And we're starting now.
And action.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, you know what? This is fun, man, because really this is just what we do at the house.
Yeah.
And then we're now letting the world kind of see how we talk and how we joke and how we act around each other. And I think basically you're going to get 3 unique perspectives of all the trending topics, relationships, family advice. We're all in the entertainment business. So entertainment advice, entertainment stories, kind of just pitfalls and ways to go about it and just everyday life. And I think our unique perspectives will really be able to bring the world some joy, I think, because I think we don't take ourselves too serious. And I think that's one of the things that people are really going to get to love about us. And we're also going to have guests in the future. That way we can balance it out. It's not always just a male opinion. We can get a lot of females here. And excuse me. We're not supposed to call them females.
No, I was about to say,
we're not supposed to call them females.
Shame
Did you know
on
that?
you. Yeah.
No,
so
you
didn't
not
know.
say you do not say the F word.
F word, no sir, no, not to. They are
that's
women.
Insulting now.
Okay, because
are
what
we
they
males?
say. No,
absolutely not. We're not.
We're not. No, you're not a male. You're a man.
Okay.
No, but seriously,
you can't say
because what they
females.
say is every single animal has a female. You see what I'm saying? So like you're generalizing them with other animals.
Sure.
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm with it.
Look,
I'm with it.
bro, they do.
Hey,
say it if you want. You're gonna get canceled. Say it if you want.
But then everybody has like rules like this.
Okay, so a 2-year-old boy is a man, or is that just a boy?
No,
so
he's
you
a boy.
Say boy,
He's
girl.
a boy.
Boy,
but
girl.
when you
go
say
from a
male
girl
or female, that's
not. Yeah, come on now.
Now.
Can you get up with the times?
Yeah, it's 2022 now. Jeez.
All right, cool. Cool. All right. We can no longer say male and female 5 years from now. We're gonna be paranoid.
There's rules about everything. There's rules about everying. It's not just.
Apparently.
It's not just
who
that.
makes the. I want to know who makes the rules.
Somebody that
People who
blogs.
get offended. People offended make
It's not a problem till somebody gets offended, and when they're offended, it's a problem.
Right.
I'm with that. I'm totally all right. I get that. I just didn't know.
Because men have the same. Like, okay, so to be a man nowadays, you know, you be on Facebook enough, you see what it takes to be a real man. Every woman posts what it takes to be a real man.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is my source.
Oh my God. Okay,
No,
hold
but
on.
seriously, listen.
Hold on.
Okay, so
Okay.
my homeboy, I can say his name, Sean, right? So the other day,
dry snitching.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a dry snitch because I'm like, say it's like 5:30, right? And I'm like, say, bro, let's go get a dinner. Let's go get dinner, bro. I'm hungry. Let's go. He was like, nah, bro. Men aren't supposed to go eat together after 4:30. Right? Yeah, I swear to God, this
Yeah.
is
What?
like he was like, yo,
As I'm thinking about it,
men
makes
aren't
sense, I
supposed
guess.
to men aren't supposed to go eat together
Well,
after
men
4:30
who
p.m.
used to be males, but now men.
Yeah,
This
not
guy.
males,
This
not
guy.
males.
Not
Say
males,
males can eat
men.
whenever, but
Guys, boys, older boys. What are we doing here? Whatever. Males can, but men
So
can't.
wait, hold on. So
No,
guys can't eat after four.
after
Why?
4:30. Because it's a rule. Because he's like, bro, I'm not taking you to dinner. He was, like, we go to lunch, but we can't go to dinner. So
I guess
just for
that
men,
makes sense.
anytime now,
I mean, you
anytime I
can
see a
go,
man
you
after
can go, but
4:30,
you
I'm
gotta sit.
judging.
You can go,
I'm
but you gotta sit at the bar. You know what I mean? Like I go out, we gotta sit at the bar.
But that's what I'm like, bro. Do you know what time the game comes on? Like,
yeah, that was like
but
we would go.
I guess
So for
that's
like
fine.
maybe like
it would
sporting
be,
events
it would be
is cool.
awkward. It would be awkward if we were both sitting at the booth or a table together. I guess I don't know.
Is that?
A little. I don't know.
Who made this rule?
I don't know.
This is the same people that made the female
make the
male. You know what I'm
rule.
saying?
Yeah, probably.
Who
I don't
made
know.
this rule?
That's a good. I mean, to your point, it's all about the comfort of the person.
Yeah, exactly. Like
So-
somebody was offended. Like who
Yeah.
got offended?
Somebody
Because
got
I'm like,
offended that me
And
and
about damn time people start caring. About damn time.
but I wouldn't mind somebody taking me to dinner. I mean, like
yeah.
male or female. I don't like to pay all the time. Like every time I go with my girl, I gotta pay.
Well, yeah, I get it.
And then I
guess
gotta pick
get
the
it.
restaurant. So it'd be nice to be able to be wined and dined.
So-
and treated
so-
nicely.
So we must remove female out of the.
Yeah. At the end of the
So
day, that's
no
what
longer,
comes
the
back.
day,
no longer
okay.
can say
Yeah, you
female.
can. So you can't be like these sensitive females. You can't say that no more.
That's
No.
pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm
really-
offended.
Yeah, I
really
felt
bad.
it.
Okay,
They're
so
gonna
now,
have to bleep that out.
Yeah.
Females. Girl,
I
you
agree.
heard him. He
You
called
can
us
say
female.
girl. You can call her girl, but you can't say female.
Well,
Or
you can say
woman.
girl is a woman.
Oh, girl or woman. Girl or
Yeah,
woman. Okay.
They're women.
Okay.
Yeah, woman.
Fair.
Okay. Good.
All right. All right.
So now they getting to know us. All
Fun,
right.
Now I
fun
know.
fact for the day if you didn't know.
No,
Yeah,
no. As
okay.
of now, I would no
So-
longer say females.
Well, so people to understand kind of our things. You're the logical one. Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle's the more sensitive one, which is why he knew
Sensitive.
about the female. You don't like that word?
Sensitive.
Now he's offended. We no longer.
exactly.
I am.
So he's sensitive.
I am. Let me tell you something about
Sensitive is
Yeah,
done now.
let me tell
We
you
gonna
something
put that in the
about
box
yeah.
with female.
Yeah,
sensitive,
I'm not.
first of all.
Hey, look. Let's get one thing straight.
Emotional.
Okay,
How about
one thing straight. Emotional.
Heartfelt.
You know,
Chip on
I don't
shoulder.
know.
What are we doing here?
Look, let me go to the internet and put
Okay.
this on here. Like,
All
how
right, what are
dare
we
them?
doing? Okay.
Sensitive.
And it
Out
continues.
of all the words we use, sensitive.
It's sensitive. He's like, can you
Yeah.
come with a different
Yeah,
word?
can we? I was gonna be motivator, optimistic, one of
Okay,
that one. You know,
all right,
he's like,
sure.
yeah, Kyle's more in touch with his emotions,
Yeah,
and
sensitive.
he's
Yeah.
very.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no,
I am.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. Sure, I do that. You see, there's ways you can put it. You see what I'm saying? You don't
Right.
say
I wear my heart on my.
He
I'm
tried
not
to find a
sensitive.
man.
Yeah,
I wear
find a
my
man
heart
who
on
got
my-
I wear my heart on my
Yeah.
sleeves.
Look.
Real men don't wear sleeves.
Look, I'm emotionally intelligent. How about that?
I wear my heart on my blouse.
Oh shoot! Oh yeah.
Men don't wear sleeves.
There we go. There we
Oh,
go.
bro.
Oh, I love
is
this.
so much
Okay.
funny.
But yeah,
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me
Give
get back.
throw
Yeah,
it
let
at
me
me
get
again.
back on track. All right, so because I wanted to talk about a lot of things. Look, I didn't actually want to talk about Kanye West, but Kanye West made news again today.
Yeah.
What'd he do?
What'd he do this time?
So, and he got kicked off of Twitter and Instagram. So he is agreed to buy, I believe it's pronounced Parler.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Parler
It's a
or Parler?
conservative kind of thing,
It's
right?
a conservative-
Is that the
Platform,
same one that
yeah.
Donald Trump?
That's what
started?
I'm saying. So I guess we're gonna have competing conservative social media sites, and so I thought that was so funny. I was like, he's so rich now that if there's a problem, I'll just you can kick me off. I'll buy my own platform. And so is Kanye? Are we done with Kanye yet? Are we?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He fights so hard for attention. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't disagree with him having his own viewpoints about things. Cool,
For sure.
have at it. But I think some of it is I just want attention. You know what I mean? And if I can't get attention, then let me find another way to
get more attention.
Yeah, get more attention.
And
So
I'm almost.
I never listened to College Dropout or any of the others albums to be like, I wonder what Kanye thinks.
No,
outside.
exactly.
You know
You
what
know,
I'm
I
saying?
think-
yeah,
Just give me good
I
music.
no,
and go
no,
on.
No,
You
that's the thing. I think sometimes it's like we put some of our favorite artists or whoever we enjoy watching, we put them on this such high pedestal. And it's like, when did we ever make these people the spokesperson for our community, our code? You know what I mean? Even though we idolize them so much that we put them on a platform, I was like, yo, I just if he make music and produce, that's really why I listen to Ye, is for his music and stuff too. I don't go there like, oh, he's my next Obama or he's my next Martin Luther King. I don't put those people. I
think that's something in the black community that's done is our entertainers are our leaders, and I think that's so funny because in the white communities, you never hear something happen and they be like, "What Toby Keith think about this?"
Right,
it's never like that. It's always Kanye and like these.
Who did Kenny Chesney vote for?
Exactly. Like, and most, not a knock on artists, but most artists didn't graduate from school. They're not like people that they got money at a young age, because they had the ability to
and
hear
nothing against the ones who are educated. Nothing against that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's like, why? To your point though, why do we do that?
Why are these people considered our leaders? And I'm like, no, I want somebody who don't rap. I don't want somebody who don't sing. I want them to like read all day, and that be my leader.
And if you can do both, no shot to you. Like, I respect Nas, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Common, who are maybe conscious, Talib Kweli, who are maybe conscious, Mos Def, you know what I mean? Who are maybe conscious and can do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Could make dope music and then have, educated opinions about things. Totally cool with that. But do we have to do every artist have to be that? No, I don't think so. And we do the same thing for actors too and their models. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, once you make a good movie or you get signed to a big deal, all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, what do you think about, the world's economy? You're like, what? No,
we have a tendency of doing that. Yeah, we just idolize them to so much. And I'm like, and I don't know, I can look at an actor per se and just be like, I just enjoy his body of work or her body of work. And then outside, I can separate everything else from the outside. A lot of people can't do that. We associate that because we, you hear people, they say, I love this person, never met him. You know what I mean? It's just, it's the craziest thing.
It's like, because their music makes them feel an emotion. And so once you feel that emotion, you feel that connection.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And so that's why, like, even stand-up comedians, like, we don't have the reach of musicians because, one, not everybody listens to comedy, but everybody listens to music.
Right.
Everybody listens to different form, but everybody listens to music.
Right.
And so artists have such a reach. It's just we put them on, I think, the wrong platform as far as where we see them as far as like leading our culture. Okay?
Right.
And so they're not our leaders of our culture, they're the entertainers of our culture, and we need to separate them. That's why I'm really glad that Obama got in there, because at least we got somebody else that doesn't rap. And he's a leader and somebody to look up to. You know what I mean?
Right. Whether you agree with his, policies or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And I'm literally talking about just the family aspect of it. It's a man with a woman, and then there's nothing wrong with man and woman, but it's a man with his family. I guess that's a better way to put it in this situation. It's a man with his family and he's taking care of it, and they're not outside, right?
Right.
But then there's other things like a Nick Cannon thing, right? A Nick Cannon who has 10 kids with 5 different baby mamas, all right? And he's obviously somebody we look up to in the community, especially in the entertainment aspect. Now, is that something that should be replicated? How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all like that? Like, I mean, that's a 10 kids with 5 different mamas.
So let me ask you this.
Set aside from Nick, we're talking about just the situation, not Nick Cannon.
Yeah, not Nick Cannon.
But that's what just to the situation, because I have some people who kind of brought this up and we talked about this. All right, so did he rape any one of those women?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, not that we know of. Okay, fair. All right. Did any one of those women know that he was Nick Cannon? Did all those women knew before they got with Nick Cannon, they knew who he was, they knew he had kids prior to?
Probably.
Okay. So what's the big deal?
The big deal is this. Well, I'm not saying it's a big deal, but it's a deal to be looked at like this. It is kind of, I don't want to say it's breaking up a home, right? So if they don't all live together, then how is he an equal? You can't, as much as he does, you can't do all the shows he does on TV, the Wild 'N Out stuff, all this stuff, and give each one of those kids the equal amount of time.
Well, granted, quick thing too, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but quick thing is that, okay, but for those people, those lifestyles, I mean, I'm just, in terms of they have nannies that usually helps with those. You know what I'm saying? At that,
so they're not raising them really.
Yeah, anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, for still, I mean, that's really hard to do to juggle. I guess, they spend a few times with their kids.
Saying.
No, but I don't disagree. I'm not saying that, but who are we to say how they should raise their children? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, and I'm not saying I would do it because I don't have 10 kid money. So I ain't got that. So I'm not saying that would be my move. But what I am saying is that who are we to say how he should have his kids or how many kids he wants or whatever, and how he should raise them. You know what I mean? Like he should be there for every football game, or he should come to every other football game, or he should come to one game a year. Who are we to say what he should do?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, now that goes back to the root of it. What do you consider a good father?
Okay.
That, I mean, if we're going to get to the root of that too, what is your, everybody has their certain standards of that, but what is your idea of a good father?
Because my personal idea?
Your idea, give me the three things that, like, okay, it's probably a lot more, but just give me some basic things. Yeah, give me some basic things that require to be a good father in your eyes.
But is it us that's determining what's a good father? I think, to me, a good father is determined by that kid and how that kid views his father,
and see,
right?
that's what I'm coming, and that's where I'm coming at about the whole situation again. Can he have 10 kids, 5 baby mamas? It's what that woman sees about him and what those kids see about him. You get what I'm saying? So if that woman is like, oh, he's cool, I'm happy with the situation, whatever, then, and the kids are like, all right, this is dad, and we're good with that. You know what I'm saying? Who are we to say that, okay, well, you got 6 kids and that's enough. You shouldn't do 2 more. You know what I mean? And now you got 8. You can't have 2 more after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are we to say what his level, what his maximum level or the number of kids he should have?
Because as long as, to me, I mind you, I kind of see both sides of it. I can see, like, bro, if you have the money to, bro, spread your wealth. Like, and I think you should be spreading your
regardless
seed.
of money, though. Regardless of money, though. You see what I'm saying?
Hell no.
I mean,
you better have some money.
No, I mean, it's probably, it would make it. But listen, that's not us for decide. That's not us to decide.
But put it this way, you're right. It's not us for to decide, but we can make a judgment on it, right? And then
have a viewpoint on it. Just set aside.
I got kids, so I know how much kids cost. So for you to say, nah, he can not have no money and have 10 kids, hell no.
Listen, I got no kids
running around.
I got no kids.
With
I
like newspapers.
I don't know. I guess this is my take on it, and not just the situation stuff too. Because you're talking about money, and I honestly think that to be honest with you, if we take ourselves for example, of us growing up, what was the biggest allowance you got? Can you even think of it?
Like 25,
25, whatever.
Like that.
You see what I'm saying? But I feel like the point to that is that money, because we came from middle class, money doesn't really cover being a parent. I think as a father, I think providing it is an aspect of it, but I think for me, and then again, I'm the sensitive one. I'm more of like, I remember the things of like dad coming to certain football games, certain events, certain graduations. There's certain things I feel like a father's time would last a lot longer versus the money that he spent.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So that's just more me.
But then
I
that's
just
also
feel
what
like
I'm saying. You can't spend that much time with 10 kids. Like,
I understand,
I don't want to spend that much time with 10 kids.
Yeah, you become like a favorite.
I got 2 and I'd be like, bro.
You end up becoming like a favorite uncle. You show up here, I got kids.
What I'm saying is every person I think needs something different, right? Some people just need, I need to see dad every single day, all the time. And then some people like, okay, he's taught me very valuable life lessons, and I love my dad forever for that. You know, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we saying what's needed or what's not needed? I think it's so much depending on the individual.
Yeah,
you know
but at the end of the day, you're right.
Yeah.
That's why I say a good dad to me is judged by the kid. The kid growing up and like saying, yo, I had a great dad. Like my dad was there for me anytime I needed him.
Right. Or some people are happy because their dad did his very best.
Wait a minute.
Regardless of what that is.
Hold on. Let me just touch on that too. So you're saying we're basing off of how the kid views their dad, or the outcome of their lives is based off their dad?
I think it's how the kid views it.
I got you. Regardless of the outcome. Okay.
Because
you being a good dad, because the word dad means you're a father to somebody. And so as long as that person views you as that, then you're good at it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm
totally good with.
Now, could those views be a little obscured for the kid? Because I mean, for all of us, we put our families and parents on a high pedestal, and so we do cut them. Like, something I've learned actually now that I've gotten older was that there were some toxic traits that you don't even realize you pick up from your parents.
That's true.
But I have my dad and my mom on such high pedestals, And then, so the point that I'm making is that could your views be a little distorted? And that doesn't mean they're still a good dad or bad. You know what I mean? If the kid's like, I have my dad up here.
So I'm saying you're going to pick up. I think you're just going to. It comes with it because you're raised by humans. Can we say humans? Is that still allowed in 2022?
People.
People? Can you say people?
Say parents. Say parents. Kenny, they're so generic. Yeah. So
I wasn't raised
human
by male or
beings.
female. I was raised by humanoids.
There you go, saying female again.
I can't say that. But that is the people trait, the person trait, right? Because there's we all are humans, so there's flaws in all of us, and so by nature, just being around, you are going to pick up some of the good, and you're going to pick up some of the bad.
Absolutely,
right? Mm-hmm. But like I truly am like this. If I look at this person, I realize they are giving me their very best they have to offer. Mm-hmm. Where I cannot judge them. I cannot say I wanted more from you, I needed more from you. As I've gotten older, I've learned to look back and go, okay, that person gave me their very best. Whether it was I needed you to be at every single football game or basketball game, or you came to one game a year, or you only came to the game when I was on varsity, regardless, you did your very best. And I'm good with that.
How do you know that?
Huh?
How do you know that they gave you the very best versus the middle?
As you grow older, you will see other examples.
You start to see other examples, and then you start to understand. You start to understand the nature of people.
Yeah, exactly.
So you understand the nature of people,
and I put a bone it by saying that. So I mean, we can see what he's doing and how it could be. I mean, because at the end of the day, all 10 of those kids are gonna be rich. So
I mean, if money defines it, I mean, I'm sure. If money defines success, sure.
Well, not money, but money is going. You don't have the same problems that everybody else has with money. I say that.
Well, they say more money, more problems. Though.
Yeah, no, it's different problems. It's not more problems. It's just different problems. But trust me,
Yeah.
you'd rather have a problem
hungry.
sitting in Italy eating spaghetti, right, than have a problem in wherever in the hood. You know what I'm saying, or wherever low poverty area.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. T.I.'s son.
Yeah. No, he don't have hood. He's orchestrated hood problems. T.I.'s son created.
T.I.'s son, that's interesting.
That's not more problems. So what he did was he didn't create more. He made problems. That's a problem with the mentality of thinking. That's what he's feeding in himself. That's what he's listening to. That's what his dad raps about, and so that's the music. That's the persona that his dad put on.
To your point, though, maybe the problem that's I can see what she's talking about that's going to come with the situation where we have maybe kids and you can't spend enough time is you deal with the identity crisis. You know what I mean? You're going with this. Okay, well, who am I? Because usually people who usually not always, but usually who are grounded usually come from a grounded home because parents involved, they have some type of adult representation in their life that grounds them and helps them understand and develop who they are. When you don't really have that, you become lost in your identity. So you start doing stuff like if you're super rich, you start searching for, okay, what's life down here? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Or if I'm over here, then what's life like over here? Because I'm searching for my identity. They didn't turn into
Will Smith's kids. Okay, so Will Smith's kids, like, they're as rich and famous as could be and been that their whole life, and they did not develop some kind of gang style or gang. They're not going to jail.
Let's stop right here. We all know this is on public record. We all know their kids. They may not win here, but they went over.
That's fine. That's fine. That's when you can be eccentric.
So
then
let me ask you. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Just because I go way over here to the right to go someplace in South Dallas versus then going way over here to the left and La La Land.
One of them leads to jail and death, and the other one leads to just wearing pink clothes.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. Well, that's what you were asking. I was answering the question.
I get that, but I mean because that is the judicial system that comes along with the choice you make, whatever. But what I'm saying is that the same mentality that it takes to go down here to the right is the same mentality that's used to go, okay, What if
But
I
that's
go way
fine.
over here?
That's fine to go way over because way over there can cure cancer. Way over there can figure out the water. No, but listen, the water thing that Jade's doing. Jada, what's his name?
They're making a lot of business.
He's making business. That's
cool.
thinking outside the box. That's helping society because he not only has the influence and the money to do that, but T.I.'s son is over here gangbanging like he's poor. That's what I'm saying. Even though he's expanding his mind to the other way, why is he not trying to create systems to get gangs out of the hood? If you have that ability, that's what I'm saying. But he's still going with the criminal mindset. With the mindset. It don't matter about where he's going. The fact that matters is what I'm saying is what he did, he's taken that identity crisis and used it for something negative. Versus then maybe you can say Will Smith, them kids, maybe kind of battling with the identity crisis, and they maybe even turned it into something positive eventually. But we all know when they first started, it was like, what in the world's going on? You know what I'm saying? But it's fine with that.
I'm not saying, but I'm telling you that just because you have a lot of money or whatever, doesn't always solve all the issues. You know what I'm saying?
No, of course not.
But that's the part of having a good dad. So having that money and having a good dad. Now you have Will Smith's kids, who I'm not going to say, but from the appearance of it, Will Smith seems like a good dad.
Of course, from the outside looking in,
he looks like he seems like a good dad, right? I mean, he slapped Chris Rock, but that's then and there, right? And so, but as far as his kids go, because of his positive influence on his kids were eccentric and they were doing things that we think is crazy because they had so much money that normal life was boring to them. Yeah, and I agree with that, but they never once tried to go and do anything criminal. Yeah. What they did was completely just off the rails and stuff that we wouldn't have done. And they're doing things to affect society in a positive way. Right. Even though it's not the way we would have thought or we would have done it, but they're still doing it.
I like the energy that they own, though.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. But that's what I'm saying. To have somebody have that much money and to want to do it in any kind of crime or any kind of negative like ways, like that you're not affecting society in a positive way, that has nothing to do with the money part of it. That's the father. That's what that is. That's
you think it's just that? Because
I mean, the adult person in that life.
Let me ask you this, because people have famously said, preacher kids, right? That's a famous thing. People always say preacher kids are always the worst. And why is that?
Because they go against the grain. Is
it because it's not so much? Is it because not so much going against the grain, but is it because they also struggle with the identity crisis?
So you get what I'm saying? So you're saying it's more of an identity thing versus a dad thing?
Yeah, I think what I'm saying is that it could be. It could be we could just go just a dad thing because your dad is one way. Just going preacher kid now. If your dad is one way, so you're supposed to be viewed as this way, but you may not be that way, and so you may be searching for something else or whatever. So only thing I'm saying is that as being a preacher kid, I'm not a preacher kid, but I'm just saying coming from that environment, what makes them go way right? Sometimes.
Well, when it's
you see what I'm saying?
When it's been beating your head and stuff like that, there's think about it. If you look at it from our point of view too. I mean, mom and dad mom's a civil engineer and stuff like that. None of us chose that path.
I was close, but we can continue.
Well, roller coaster tycoon don't count.
Take it easy. Yeah,
I know. I was in college for 2 years from that, but anyway.
Yeah, but it seems like most kids are like, especially if something's been preached in your head. Okay, for example, I give the best thing on that too is like, okay, for me, Chris, actually all of us, every Sunday we got drugged to church. Mm-hmm. Right? How often do we go to church now on Sundays?
Never. I went one Easter a couple years ago.
Yeah, and the same because I feel like if something's being preached and forced into your head so much and everything, you have it. I don't know. I think you have a disassociation where you're like, I don't want to sit there and go down that path.
I'm gonna cut you off on this because now we're talking about that. I mean, I go to church, but different reasons though. You know what I'm saying? I go to church for different reasons. If we want to go down this road, I can.
Only thing I'm gonna say about that is what that does is that at least instills the balance in you.
That's what I was gonna tell you. It instills the balance in you.
Right.
It puts the foundation in you.
Right.
Because again, we came from a very grounded household.
Yeah.
So it put the foundation in you for you to choose, make your own decisions as you got older.
Right. Because
You know
I
what I'm saying?
associate church now with like a chore. That's why it's such a drag for me to go there because I was drugged every
but
Sunday.
the lessons that were taught in church
that's true
are
too.
what you apply to life.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, I feel you on that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so anyway, I'll put a bow here. Let's take a quick commercial break, man. We'll come right back. All right?
Okay.
Cool. Bet.
Sweet. All right, so we back from commercial break. We have a live studio audience today for our first episode, and they had a question, and we want to really address this question. Okay, how many times I think that's a good way to ask it. How many times have you lied to get what you wanted, and especially like
From a woman is what we're talking about.
And like,
Yep.
and so we want to make sure that everybody understands that men aren't the only people to lie to get vagina. Women lie to get with us, to be desired to be wanted.
I think the lies are equal.
So this is where it comes from. Because we talked about it. This just even narrow it down where it came from is that obviously that Nick Cannon maybe promising women something or whatever. So you go from baby mama to baby mama, but whatever. All right. So here, yes, I mean I'll be lying to you, tell you I've never lied about anything. Okay. But I think it's a human nature trait that we all lie about things. Okay. Yes.
But why do you lie to get vagina?
We'll say sex. Let's say sex.
Yeah. Why do you lie to get?
Just to be with a woman? Yeah, whatever. Right?
Would you lie?
Would I lie? Of
Yeah, I
course.
want to hear your
No.
guy.
I'm saying, why would you? I'm not saying that you do it now.
Hold on. Can we get a little intro? What's something you lied about to get to a girl?
What's something I lied
Yeah,
about?
give me. I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's something you lied? Come on, get real with me. Come on, let me hear. Sure.
I've lied about where I lived before.
What you mean?
What you mean?
What you mean? What you tell them you lived there?
I told him, I'm my place getting done and everything. Time, yo.
So where'd you live?
Mom in the kitchen.
Oh no. Okay, so you're living at your mom's house. You're living at your mom's house.
Yeah, I live in my
I say your mom like we're not related.
Yeah, exactly. So your mama house. That's where you was at. That's a damn shame.
I've done it before. I ain't gonna sit there. I've done that before. Lied about, really about how much money you made. You know what I mean?
What's the longest lie you kept up?
The longest lie I kept up? Shit.
What's the longest lie you kept up?
Say, I'm still with her today.
What you talking about? We got married.
I can't even be honest with you, bro. Shit.
Nah,
We still together.
Shit, what you talking about?
She think I'm at work right now.
Yeah, I'm at my job. It would probably be. I don't know which one would be the longest one. I think I kept up. Because I mean, as I can't hold water forever.
Right.
So like I eventually spill the beans, but it would probably be money. I probably lied about how much money I actually made. You know what
Made or had or what?
Was
it like you did a commercial and you was like,
yeah.
Damn, I got another $100,000.
I got
knowing that the check say 60 to 90 days to come in.
Hey, baby, where you want to go?
Still ain't seen it yet.
I got another. I'm about to get a house, but they're tripping on the last check. So
when them tax returns come, when them tax returns get here,
how much the Ferraris?
I lied a couple times about being, single if I was dating somebody or whatever. That's probably the more common one. It's like, are you seeing anybody right now when I'm single? And like, back when I was single, are you seeing anybody? Like, nah, I ain't really talking to nobody, and really like your phone going off every 30 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to put yourself do not disturb.
That's probably more common.
Who calling? I think my mama said.
Why is Papa John's calling at 2 in the morning?
It's been a few times. It's been a few times I done hung out and had to put my phone on airplane mode.
Yeah. Or what's the common one? You just turn your phone up so they don't see you.
Put your phone in your pocket.
I would put the airplane mode.
Yeah.
My phone died, baby. That was crazy.
What's
all the outlets that went out in the house? I can't even charge.
Or another one you lie about is hey man, you tried to call me, I was asleep, man.
That's not even a lie anymore. That's kind of common sense.
That's just understood.
Women be like, okay, man, you want me to get you asleep?
What's something you lied about to get a girl?
Oh yeah, I mean basically the same thing. I've told her that we were roommates. We all live in the same house. I was like, yeah, my roommates. Or I say, yeah, my brother, he going through a divorce, and so he's staying with me for a little bit. Get back on his feet.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in between jobs right now, so I'm just trying to figure out.
I want to work, I
I'm just looking for something right now. These unemployment checks are really paying off, but whatever.
I mean, them are my daughters and my nieces.
Oh wow! 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 Then he damn. He said, I'm starting a babysitting center, so it's my day. So these are the first two. These been my loyal customers.
Whoa, God, dog. No, my lies were understood. I didn't think my lies. You know what I mean? I just felt like the lies were understood. Like, okay, I know you lying. Okay, cool. What about you? What's the lie you told?
A lie,
Mr. Sweetheart.
Okay. Well, my lie got me caught up because I told her I was like 5'10", but I'm only 5'7". So she saw me in person. She's like, damn. Okay.
She was like, you kind of short for your height.
Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah, maybe my height won't.
5 feet 7. I said 5 feet 10 centimeters.
It's like, I told her what you want. Sometimes I be telling too because I make excuses. I'm like, because actually it's a fun fact. You're actually taller when you wake up. Because you've been laying down, so due to gravity and stuff like that, so you actually kind of flatten out a little bit. Yeah, so I'm like 5'8" when I wake up.
Some stuff
So I'm 5'8" when I wake up, but as the day goes on and I stand up, I shrink down to 5'7". This a lie I be telling people.
In the morning, all short niggas know that. In the morning,
I was gonna say, So when they ask how tall are you, I was like, well, it depends. Is it in the morning or is it in the afternoon? Because it's a different height. I'm just saying, it's a fun fact. Look it up.
Niggas know that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, what time is it?
Yeah,
I'm not feeling down no more.
I be telling you, that'd be the best time to measure. Is, hey, that's the best time.
She's like, you kind of short, bitch. You should have seen me this morning.
Right, exactly.
I was at my full height this morning.
You know what the fun thing? You know what the fun thing about I don't know, because I'm built low to the ground, and I'm proud of it.
That's another story. I'm low center of gravity. What do you mean?
So I'm built low to some. But everybody around me is always so tall. Y'all are like over 6 feet, stuff like that. And so I catch myself doing like tall shit. You know what I mean? Like something, for example, is I duck when I go into doorways. I'm serious. Like I'm serious. I just catch myself doing tall shit.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hey, it's not height friendly here. Not height friendly here, guys. I'm telling you, I'll never sit in the middle seat when it's in the car. I'm always sitting in the window. I just do tall stuff.
He gonna pull up a Fiat and be like, nah, I can't. Nah, y'all gonna have to give me something bigger than that.
So yeah,
that's funny. That is funny.
So yeah, that's probably something I probably lied about. Then eventually they see you, like, they got different ideas of 5'10".
Yeah, exactly. Well, I spent some time in Europe in the morning.
But what's funny about it though? The funny about it, I think, as much as we have lied over the years, whatever, I've been lied to even more.
Oh, really?
I've been lied to. I probably lied to a whole lot more.
It's because it's a theory.
Yeah,
it's a theory in the world that men lie and women don't, right?
Okay.
But in reality, women lie, if not more, just as much.
Yeah, because I think their lies have become accepted in our culture.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah.
Give me something. Hold on, you got to elaborate on that one. That's
so.
Interesting.
I'm just saying is that, and I'm not. I some of it I'm not opposed to at all. You know what I'm saying?
No, you dug your grave. You got to stay there. You got to stay there.
No. Women.
So what I'm saying is,
get me out here. Nothing against it. All right, nothing against it. All right, so because I paid for hair. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted.
Okay,
I bought hair.
That's real.
No, that's honest. I bought hair. You know what I mean? So I love it. Give me blue, give me green this week. You can do whatever. But I know that's not your real hair. But I've accepted that. Culturally, we accepted that.
These lies.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what?
They
even have fake nails.
Yeah, and I love the nails. I love the.
They lie so much. They got fake nails.
Hey, the fake nails is. I'm
talking about they want a real man.
Want a real man with fake nails, fake so the BBLs.
Lashes, you got lashes.
And I'm a fan. I pay for it.
Filters.
I love it.
Filters,
I pay
bro.
For
like
it.
we are lied to more.
But like I said, it's culturally accepted now. Because I remember a point in time, say I'm a little bit older, I'm telling my age. So I remember a time that was the running joke. It was like, that's not her real hair. That was a running joke, like early 90s. You know what I mean?
I remember. Look at all that horse.
It was like, I know some horse in Montana freezing they behind. You know, Martin, you ragging on him all the time.
Yeah.
That was the running joke at the time. But as time went on, like, that's no big deal. So what? Okay, her hair fake, my hair fake. So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares now? You know what I mean? Now it's
quote as white lies.
Accepted.
Something.
It's accepted. It's accepted now for men to dye their beards and everything. Back then, it wasn't so much accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is,
You're right.
is like there's so many things. Makeup now.
Men have fell into the cosmetic game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been,
but for the good though.
No, and I'm not against it.
We're just
what I'm just
catching up.
telling you, that's what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is it's becoming culturally accepted, and I'm totally cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got no problem with it.
Just don't make me seem out like an evil person or some like devil or something just because I lied about some things.
Yeah, if y'all lie too, you know what I'm saying?
You lied too. In all fairness, and I'm cool with it.
So men are visual and women are audio, right? So women are listeners, right? Women listen to everything. That's why they hate quote unquote liars, because they're gonna listen to the lie, right?
Uh-huh.
You can lie to a man all day, he ain't gonna listen to shit. We are visual. That's why makeup is a lie. So I think we need to get rid of this. All men lie, or men just be lying. We all lie,
right?
To make sure our perception,
to get what we want.
Yeah, exactly. To get what we want, to control the outside perception of us, right. That's why you lie.
It's almost like you're right, to get what we want. So it's like men would lie maybe to get the woman in the bed, and I feel like women lie to keep the man in the house.
Ooh,
if that makes any
interesting.
sense.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like men, you know what I mean?
That's a fortune cookie.
But you know what I mean? Like women will lie about things or do whatever because eventually they want the ring. That's they're going after. I want the relationship. I want the ring.
You know what?
I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
And men may lie because I want, theoretically speaking, I'm looking for a good time in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's crazy about that? And to kind of further your point, I seen a girl post yesterday or something. She had got married over the weekend, and she said, I've reached my the fairy tale ending. Her getting married was the fairy tale ending. She literally did everything she had to do to get to that. And the wedding is not the ending. The wedding should be my fairy tale beginning. Yeah. And so that furthers your point, is they gonna lie and do what they gotta do just to get to that point. And once they're at that point, now I can really be myself. I like that. I like the way we just went. All right, so I want to actually put a bow on this whole thing.
Let's wrap it up.
This has been so much fun. Okay, so we are in entertainment, and so we do have the pleasure of being able to reach other people in entertainment, younger people that want to get into entertainment. We're gonna do this every single time, so make sure you have it. One piece of advice that you would give to your younger self when you first got into entertainment, or one piece of advice you would give to an entertainer, just period. Okay, so I started out. Everybody wants to do comedy. I have so many people that come up to me, bro, I want to be a comedian. How do you do it? I'm like, just go to open mic, bro. So if you really listen to people and just in general, everybody's really a comedian. Like we're just the ones that have the courage and the ability to get on stage and do it. But if you think about it, everybody's really a comedian. So if you're out there and you really want to do comedy and you think you're funny, bro, go to an open mic. Grab that microphone. Don't do this. Oh, I'm going to just go watch the first time. That's bullshit. You're already there. Get your ass up and go make people laugh, okay? So that's my one piece of advice. What about you, Scoop?
For actors, biggest thing I can tell you, don't worry about being famous. Don't worry about being rich. Work to be good. That's all you focus on. If you are good and you work hard at being good, everything else will take care of itself. So just constantly find ways to work to be good. Stage plays, theater, wherever you're, independent films, whatever you're doing, local films, just work to be good. That's the first thing you do. Work to be good.
Cal?
Mine would be kind to yourself as an actor, or anytime if you're working in the entertainment business, because what people don't talk about is that those days are those weeks or months where auditions don't come in. And it doesn't feel like you're working or doing anything. It doesn't feel like your career is progressing. And my advice to myself is be kind to yourself, understanding that you are working, and this journey is up and down,
Absolutely.
Up and down. And when you're in your lows, find a community, find somebody with you, acting classes, etc., to weather the storm per se. You know. Yep. So I would just say be kind to yourself and understanding, like, if you have a clear vision, be kind to yourself that it's gonna be up and down.
That's sweet. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Yo,
Sensitive one.
nigga.
Sensitive.
Man, we appreciate y'all tuning in to the Three Real Brothers podcast. Follow us on all social media at the number 3 Real Brothers that's Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're working on the Twitter. We get a TikTok up. You can follow each one of us. Go ahead, shoot it out. You can follow me at KRG Funny.
At Kenny.Gardner.
At KRG Productions.
Or you could just go to the Three Real Brothers on Instagram, and we're all tagged on there, and you can follow us from there. Make sure you like and subscribe, share this. If you're watching this on any kind of social media, let people know we'll be located on any place that you listen to any kind of podcast, iTunes, Spotify podcast. Next week, we're going to be back. Hopefully we'll have our first guest next week.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Make sure you stay tuned in, man. We can't wait for y'all to see the rest of this. Thank you for tuning in today. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate it, y'all.